Oh, hi guys, it's Ultimate Fishing Addict here. This is Friday morning. I'm getting ready to go fishing. I've been gathering up my stuff here, and I'm on the way out the door now. I'm getting ready to head to the pond. We're going to see if we can't catch us some big bass or some slab bluegill or crappie this morning. I'm excited to get to go. I'm going to get out for a couple days. The weather looks perfect this morning, regardless of what it does later on this afternoon. We'll try to get some early morning topwater fishing in here. Maybe throw around some crankbaits and spinnerbaits, see what we can't latch onto this morning. My personal best right now, I'm sitting at 3.84 out of the pond, and I would love to break that all over the place this morning. Maybe catch a 5-pounder. I don't think that's unrealistic for this pond. But yeah, we're going to get our stuff, rest of our stuff together here, and take the tractor and the wagon and head for the pond. Yeah, I don't know if I don't think I've showed it on the video yet, but yeah, I use my tractor, and I got a wagon I pull behind it there. It works great. I can load all my stuff in that wagon and take it with me wherever I go. And I got a good path cut down to the pond from the house here, and so I usually just run right down that path and pull everything I got with me in the wagon. And I've got a nice canopy set up back there at the pond to get under in case it rains. And yeah, alright guys, I'm going to shut this off for a few minutes and get the rest of my stuff loaded up, and we're going to head for the pond. And I'll get back with you as soon as we get there and get the boat turned over and trolling motor hooked up, and we're going to get some fishing done this morning. I'll see y'all in a little bit. I know the tractor noise might be a little bit loud on the video, and I'll try to edit it when we get to that part when I edit, but wanted to show you guys this beautiful drive down through the woods here. Thought maybe we might see a whitetail on the way in. I do a lot of times when I head back here through the woods, I'll see a whitetail deer. There's a couple of fawns that live back here with their mom, but I'm not seeing nothing this morning. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys a view of what I see every morning and every evening when I drive back here. It's beautiful here in the woods on the back of my property. We got 6.5 acres. It's just a beautiful scenery and beautiful stretch of pretty much untouched timber. Alright guys, I'll get back to you when we get to the lake. Thanks. See you later. Well guys, we made it to the lake. I think we got some green scum or something floating on the lake's pond surface this morning. I think my canopy is doing fine. Survived the wind for the last couple of nights. Like one corner there is trying to come up, but we'll fix that. Looks like my boat seats are all still here. And all right, we're going to get down there and get that boat turned over and get some fishing done. I am ready to go. Again guys, it's the Ultimate Fishing Addict back with you. I finally got out of the lake. I pulled a rookie move and forgot my battery, so I had to run back to the house and grab a battery. But yeah, we're finally out on the water here. We got the boat in, and I'm going to try throwing a frog around this morning for a little while. Frog is something that I am not familiar with. I've thrown a frog probably a half a dozen times in my life. Even though I've bass fished for a long time, frog is just something that I've not gotten comfortable with. So I'm going to try out the frog and see if I can't learn a new technique. I mean, there's a couple things you know, that I've thinking about the last couple days. I need to learn how to throw a frog, and I really need to learn how to throw a swim bait. Two things that I've very seldom ever thrown in all the years that I've bass fished. You know, you get comfortable with 2 or 3 things, and you have a tendency, if you get confidence in those, just to keep throwing them and never try anything new. So yeah, I got a couple of frogs, and I'm going to try throwing me a frog around for a while. I'm not sure what the color of this frog is, and I'm sure some of you will know right off the bat, but you frog fishermen, but it's kind of a, to me it's kind of a natural colored looking frog. It's oh, I don't know, it's got the natural color belly with kind of a light bluish black top to it, and the black eyes. And I learned from some of the videos to trim my skirts down, so I did that a little bit. And so we're going to throw this frog around and see what we can do. See if we can catch some fish off of it. Get myself off the bank here, talking to you guys and about run up on the bank. But yeah, I'm going to head over into where I know there's some grass over here on the other side, and I'm going to throw this frog around for a while and see if we can't get us a frog fish, because I've caught one frog fish in my life, and that was basically by accident. I was just fooling around with somebody else's frog and threw it into some lily pads and got me a little 10-inch bass one time. But like I said, you know, overall I'm not really what you'd say accomplished frog fisherman by any means, so I'm going to give it a try. All right, guys, I'll get back with you as soon as I get something. Hopefully I'm going to catch something off this frog this morning. Well, guys, we finally got a bite. It's been a slow morning. We'll see what we got here. This feels like a small bass or maybe a bluegill. Yeah, one of them big crappies. One of those big crappies. What we got in here? See if I can get him unhooked without getting trouble in my hand here. He's got 2 of the 3 trebles in him. Now we're going to have to have pliers in this deal. There we go. Nice big crappie. Start the morning out with. That's all it's been biting so far. Is a couple crappie bites is all I've got, and they finally hooked this one. So we're gonna keep right on fishing though. Well, we got one on, guys. I think it's a bass on this big old spinnerbait I've been throwing. Let's see what we got here. I think it's a bass. Oh yeah. Finally got a good bass bite. My goodness. Yeah, he has a fistful, a mouthful of spinnerbait hook. Let's see here. How am I going to get this out of you? There we go. Pretty decent bass. Not bad. About, probably a pound or so. Not a bad way to start the morning out on bass. Been really slow so far, so we're just throwing this this great big old spinnerbait. We bent the heck out of that thing too. So we're going to keep throwing it. All right, I'm going to get him back in the water. All right, guys, we got one on here. I'm not sure what it is. It feels like a bass, but the way it ran, because it ran straight at me. No, great big old bluegill. Wow. Look at that thing. Look at the size of that monster. I thought for sure that was a stinking bass, as big as that thing is. That is one huge bluegill. Look at the belly on that thing. Look at that. I've never seen one that fat. I've seen one bigger around, but not that fat. Oh my goodness. I can just barely fit my hand around it. Just barely. That is one fat bluegill. Wow. We're going to throw him back in and keep on fishing here. Hey guys, Ultimate Fishing Addict here again. I'm back out at the pond this evening. This is round 2. This morning I fished for about 5 hours and then headed for the house. It was just extremely hot and the fish were not biting this morning. I caught 1 bass, 2 crappie, and 1 giant bluegill. And that was the extent of what we did this morning for 5.5 hours worth in the boat. So I thought I'd run back down here this evening for a couple hours and give it a try and see what we can come up with. Brought everything down, the poles and my cooler, and we're going to make an evening of it and spend, I don't know, I'll probably stay 3 hours and see what we can do, and I'll throw some different jigs around. I'm going to tie on, I think my mistake this morning, I should have tied a drop shot or a wacky rig on. With this kind of heat, it's just not, fish are just real deep and they're not biting up on the shallow running stuff, and I ran mostly shallow running stuff this morning. Frogs, chatterbait, spinnerbait. I threw a buzz bait for a little while and really nothing was getting bites. So I was sitting there at the house resting and thinking about it and drinking some stuff and getting me something to eat, and I thought, you know, I probably need to go with like the drop shot or a wacky rig or even a Texas rig weighted worm on the bottom and just bounce it along and see what I can come up with that way, because I'm pretty sure with this kind of heat they're deep. Because like earlier today the heat index was a little over 100 when I came to the house this afternoon, so it was definitely way too hot for man or beast. So alright guys, I'm going to give it a try here and I'll get back with you as soon as I got something to show you. Alright guys, looks like we got one finally this evening, the first fish this evening. Let's see what we got. A big old crappie. Nice crappie. Yeah, I'm liking that. These are always fun to catch. Not the bass we're looking for, but, you know, it'll do. I mean, look at the size of that crappie. As everybody always says, kind of in fun, he's got some shoulders on him. Alright, we're going to get him off this chatterbait and get him back in the water. Yeah. Whoa, whoa guy. Trying to get you back in the water, settle down. There you go. Get back in there. Alright, we're going to keep throwing this white chatterbait. So far, that's the first fish for this evening. I'm throwing, there's a flat out there, and I know exactly where it's at from being out there on the boat with the fish finder, so I'm just throwing up there on that flat and trying to drag off of that. It comes back down to about 6 foot of water before it comes back up here to the shore, so I figured some of them might be hanging around up there on that flat this evening. So alright, I'm going to keep throwing. Alright guys, we hit this one right here at the shore. I didn't even have time to turn the camera on. Probably about a 1 pound bass off of a orange and black colored spinnerbait with the orange spinner blades on it. But yeah, it was like a foot off the shore. It must have followed it in. I didn't even have time to turn the camera on. So yeah, pretty nice bass. My first one this evening. Bite's been really slow and tough this evening. I had 1 crappie, and this is the 1 bass I've caught so far. So I'm going to keep grinding it out for about another hour, see what I can do. Catch you all in a minute. Well guys, I'm going to end this video while we still got some light. It was a pretty tough day fishing today. I fished for 2 different sessions. Caught about 8 fish all day today, a couple bass, and a couple of crappie, and about 3 different good-sized bluegill. But this is just going to have to be chalked up to one of them just hot dog days of summer. Heat index was over 100 here in Ohio today, and in southern Ohio, and fishing was just tough. I threw everything I knew to throw at them. You know, I threw drop shots, I threw crankbaits, spinnerbaits, chatterbaits, buzzbaits. I threw about the whole arsenal at them, and they just weren't interested in eating today. I guess it's just one of those days where it's just so hot they're not interested in eating, and so you just have to chalk it up to a tough day, and I gave it my best. I was trying to get a good video out for you guys, and you know, I got some footage, and I'll try to get it put together tonight and put it out for you, and hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching as always. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and hit that like button for me. It lets me know that you like what I'm doing, and you know, if you like it, share it. All right, everybody, have a good evening. I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.